Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making glögg. This is a tradition that goes back to like the 16th century, and it was a Scandinavian tradition, and it was usually enjoyed on those cold winter nights or holiday seasons. This is also, in my family, it's more of a German thing, so I have made this before in the past, but we're going to make it today, especially because it is deer hunting season in the Midwest, aka Wisconsin. So that kicks off this weekend, so all the deer hunters will be out and about. So we're going to make this for the men that just gotta stay warm in their deer stands, or anything like my family, they actually take their duck boat out on the Mississippi and do it that way. So let's get started. So here's our spread. We have 3 oranges cut up, or in this case, I just grabbed little cuties because that's all I had. We have 8 to 10 cinnamon sticks, 2 tablespoons of cardamom seeds, 2 tablespoons of whole cloves, and 4 to 6 of star anise, and 1 cup of sugar. Depending on how sweet you want things, you might add a little bit more or a little bit less. I have 2 bottles of just cheapy wine here. This is about 12% alcohol, so that's kind of right where you want it to be. So again, I have 2 of those. Traditionally, this is gonna use brandy or rum. We're gonna use some bourbon whiskey today, and this is gonna be a cup or maybe 2 cups of this. To start, you're gonna get a nice large stock pot, and I'm gonna start by pouring in our red wine. This is a dry red, so you could do semi-sweet or even a white wine if you wanted to. Just kind of depends on all of your preferences. I like a dry wine, and especially with all of the sweetness and different spices going in here, I think this will be the perfect like warm coziness that you're looking for in some glögg. Great. So again, we're gonna add 2 cups of this whiskey. Perfect. Hopefully none of these deer hunters fall out of the tree stand after this, huh? All right, we're gonna add in the star anise, which I don't know if I've ever like taken the time to smell these, and they smell so much like black licorice. Then we're gonna add all of our cinnamon sticks in, all of our cloves, cardamom, and all of our oranges. So far, the smell of this is giving Wisconsin old fashioned, so I love that. This is tricky. You can add the sugar right away, or you can wait on this. I'm gonna add it right away. Okay, let's go to the stovetop. All right, we've made the long 5-foot walk over to my stove. We're gonna turn this on a low to medium heat. So what's most important here is you don't want this to start boiling, because what can happen is, since we already added the sugar in, this can caramelize, which can cause a whole lot of mess. Not really, but it can cause, you know, the crunchiness in there, and we just don't want that. It's gonna make things not be meshing together. So we're gonna bring this to just a warm little steamer here, and once this is all done, then we'll strain it out and we'll be able to enjoy some glögg. So we're just gonna keep an eye on this for about 30 to 40 minutes. So while this is starting to warm up, I grabbed some mason jars here because I think it'll just be the easiest for them to, maybe each of them could just, you know, take it out to the tree stand or in their little backpacks when they get in the boat. Or probably not. I'm not condoning that you should do that while you're hunting. Maybe like when they get back to the cabin that night when they're celebrating, hopefully, right? Another thing I've done in the past is I have done all of this and I start it in my crock pot in the morning, like Christmas Eve or Thanksgiving or something like that. So you can throw this all in the crock pot, and then after a little bit, you can go ahead and take, like this is perfect. And you can scoop all your goodies out, and then you can enjoy some glögg for the rest of the day. Another thing you can do is after you take this out, you can keep your goodies in here and start another pot, and you can make a little simmer pot on the side, which for those that don't know, a simmer pot makes your house smell really good. So you just throw some water in there with all of these spices and stuff and bring it to just a small simmer, and it makes your house smell good. And you can keep it in there for a couple days. Just keep adding water. Once it starts evaporating, you just add more water. So my kid's getting wild in the living room. This is starting to smell so delicious. I love it. I can still feel the sugar on the bottom with the spoon, so we still definitely have some time here to let things warm up. So we'll see you in a little bit. All right, the Glögg has been infusing for the last 35 minutes. It smells really strong, so let's give it a little taste. It's very hot. That is very strong. I'm gonna add a little water to this. Traditionally, you're supposed to add another bottle of red wine to help dilute it. Just for the safety of everybody, I'm gonna add a little water in. Overall, the taste of the spices, it's really good. Just a little water. Okay, that's better. So like I said, you can strain this, but I'm actually gonna use this little doodad. Can't remember what it's called. We use it like when we fry fish. But I'm gonna put it in this cute little pot here. And this can be our simmer pot for the next day or two. All right, we got our mason jar and our little doodad here. We're just gonna start filling this guy up and try not to spill like I did. So with the Glögg, you wanna store this in the fridge, and it's gonna last in the fridge for about 1 to 2 weeks. Definitely don't wanna keep this on the counter because it can cause bacteria to start growing and all that stuff we don't want. So like if you're keeping this out for a party, I would throw it in the crock pot, or you can keep it on the stove top just on super low. And then if you're gonna reheat this, just pop it in the fridge. Like let's say you're reheating it for a party tomorrow, and you can just keep that reheated on the stove top and it'll last about a day again. Another fun thing you can do if you wanted to give this as a gift, this lasts up to 3 months, actually frozen. And then when you want to use it, you just thaw it out and you reheat it up on your stovetop to enjoy it. So that's kind of fun. So far, this has made 2 large quarts. And since I made this, I deserve my own little mason jar, right? Oh my God, you guys, what is the matter with me? What a hot mess. I didn't only had a spoonful of Glögg and I'm already forgetting stuff. Normally I would edit that out, but I'm gonna keep it so you guys can understand how my brain works. It's a scary place to be, isn't it? Awesome. Here's our Glögg. I labeled it just in case. I don't want anybody to accidentally grab this and start chugging. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'm on all other social media platforms and I post all sorts of fun things every day, and all of this information will be down below. We'll see you guys next time.